Welcome back to Cure for the Common Game. Today we have a different kind of video. Yesterday went down to the Greater Memphis Magic Arena, and let's get this focused in here right while I talk. With my good buddy Derek, and we went through the bulk boxes. And you know how most game stores have like bulk rare boxes and they're cheap. So I talked to them and said, hey, can I get a deal if I buy like a whole box full? So it took about 4 hours to go through, me and him. Had to stop and take breaks and stuff. And we're going to go through what I got, because to be honest with you, there was so much I have a hard time remembering. So let's see what we got here. A lot of this is obviously for deck building purposes. Well, actually, 100% of it is stuff that I am out of, and stuff that I thought, well, it'll be neat. Like, I mean, do I need another Nevernote? Probably not. It's a pretty Lotus Guardian. Foil Mirror Token. I'm a sucker for foils. Hedron Archives, of course, that's deck building. Y'all know I love squirrels. By the way, buckle in. This is probably going to be a long video. The full art stuff, especially the Commander stuff, I grabbed it. Eve, it's a pretty Eve. And then, y'all know how I am about old stuff, so anything Legends, we'll put Legends there. And then that's unlimited, by the way. Unlimited. Let's focus in a little better on this. Unlimited here has a couple of tells from Revised. One, the whole thing is darker. It's kind of hard to see on a white card. The type is a lot of times larger, but the big tell is two things. The illustration down here, the artist's name, this is more centered. On Revised, it is more toward the bottom. And then there is also the bevel. The bevel is there on the outside edge. You can, it takes a trained eye to look for it. But I've got a couple in here that are, I have a revised version and a unlimited version, so I'll show you when we get to it. Throw a Wizard, Necrogloth, Planar Outburst. Now, Dust to Dust. Derek picked this one out. Dust to Dust is an amazing card. Exile 2 artifacts. I mean, that's needs to see a lot more. Play some Swag Tusk. Just Thought Reflection. Y'all know I use that. Never thought there would come a day where Underworld Dreams would be in a bulk box. Teferi's Tutelage. Now this really got my eye. Death Rattle, I believe. Foil Future Sight. Future Shifted Frame. Non-English, so that caught my eye big time. Random foils, y'all know how I am. I will end up using random foils. By the way, Tower Fortune doesn't suck as much as it's believed to be. There's Antiquities. Stratascythe, love that. Oh, it's not in amazing condition, but the rocks, of course there was a couple different arts. Elvish Visionaries, they're foil. More Thragtusks. Condemn. I think we'll make a pile of those as well. Are we angled? Yeah, I guess we are. Regrowth, that was beautiful. Stone Rain. Foil Butcher Org from Onslaught versus Rage Shock. Those I really didn't care what they were. I just like those. Foil Eventide. Y'all know that foils from that era were Manatide. Pretty hard to come by. An etched Calibrated Blast. Etched Territorial Kavu. A couple of Borderless Pirus and Breas. Then we get into some more unlimited here. Just, they're commons, but my unlimited binder is a little on the light side, so Impending Disaster. I'm working on another, it'll probably be a while, red LD deck. Legends. Painful Truce, you know I use. Good old Black Vices, right? Love them. Pyrotechnics. Yeah, I picked up a silver border. I know I don't do that a lot, but it's Bob. It's Bob, you know. Siphon Soul. That Ruinous Path. Man, that used to be a thing, didn't it? I love this specific art on Finhorn Elder. So your Sundial, some Siphon Souls, Priest of Yawgmoth, Giant Slug, some Glyphs, Anti-Magic Aura. Now this one, every copy I have is in a deck. I like it. I like it a lot. Kuta, some of the old original Kamigawa. More Glyphs. Sweltering Suns, I use that quite a bit. Some Yorvos, just because it's, I mean, it's really good in +1 counter decks, you know. Sigil of the Empty Throne. I got a couple of those, but that one I got because I didn't have that version. Fire Sprites, Moss. Abjure, sack a blue permanent counter spell. That's how I've been getting out of stasis for a long time now. Felden's Cane. Relearn. Peer Pressure. I like Peer Pressure in the Changeling decks. That's pretty funny. Tornado Elemental. I love that one. Villainous. Man, that's just a mean card. All the Nevernals just Derek pulled, and I told him to just grab everyone you see because, you know, it's Nevernal's disc. Devouring Deep, 7th edition Thorn Elemental. Y'all know I've been out of Odrix for a while. Contagion. Yeah, I got some Rampant Growths, but the original Mirage Rampant Growths was the one that I... Devouring Deeps. Aaron. Fire Sprites. March of Souls, you can't ever have too many board wipes, right? Well, I mean, you can, but in one deck, I guess you can. Minamo Sensei. Free Jam Regent, Forge Stoker Giant, Blanket of Night. I know Urborg is better, but Blanket of Night, you know. There's a Nykthos Paragon in the sketch. Too many variants. Some Legends Cods. Got a Gaze of Granite, y'all know I love, and Control Magic, Seer Sundial, Ether Flash. I'm getting low on them as well. Mind Spring, of course, y'all know I love Torbrand. Werewolf Packs. Molimo. Sophomore. Dreamstone Kongming. Sleeping Dragon. Cyclopean Mummy. Ether Eyes is a good, it's a good little trick. Another Odric. The original Kithkin, the very first Kithkin. Corpse Shackness, I like Hythonia, Downable Pack, Ancient Craving, and I think we're going to make a stack here of Rare Duels. Bygone Bishop, Reverse Polarity, Force of Rage. I didn't have any, so I think there's several in here, but to be honest with you, yeah, I'm not going to sort those out. Oath of Mages, found a PhD in there. Timmy, Infernal Spawn, and Infernus Spawnington the Third Esquire. Yeah, I wanted them. No other reason. There's a Torbert Flicker. I don't know, there's something about the Kamal has a lot of play, but there's something about that I just kind of like, you know. He has tapped to deal some damage a lot. Of course, foil invasion stuff kind of increasing devotion. And I needed that for that human token deck, didn't I? Grim High Respects. Check that out. Because y'all know I use that card a bunch. Fraying Omnipotence, Merit Lage's Slumber, the pre-release or launch, no, some kind of promo from Morningtide that I call it the Ripple Foil. They used to do it quite a bit. They stopped doing it, Vacation Lieutenant, mainly because, I don't know, I guess a lot of people didn't like it. Here, we'll put this over there. It's getting tall. I'm going to knock it over. The Archer, Corpse Jack. Here's some Needle Spires. Put those in the lands. Our Revelation, Angel of Sanctions. Now, foil Lorwyn stuff, because the Lorwyn, Shadowmoor, those 4 sets were not as much was produced. And the foils, I like to pick up the Lorwyn foils when I see them, but especially the non-English foils. Those are Force of Virtue. I know it's, you know, it's not amazing, but that Sweet Revised Living Wall, Shattering Pulse, that was a nice find in there. The Kamigawa, original Kamigawa block, picked up some of those. Skycat Sovereigns, I was out of those. Nighthawk Scavenger, I was pleased to find that one in there. Tormod's Crypt, Lumbering Falls, AMU. Dark Rituals, Rampant Growth, Consume the Meek. That's a Beacon of Unrest. More Hedron Archives. I don't know if this will ever be a thing, but Amulet of Unmaking, I mean, to be a Mirage card, that thing is in beautiful condition. Venerian Gold, Blazing Effigy. Y'all know I love some Predator Flagship. Love that card. The Brownies. Lumbering Fall. Cairn Wanderer is good. Cataclysmic Gear Hulk. Gorilla Shaman. And a little bit of trivia. Stronghold Overseer is the only creature printed with flying and shadow. You know, because double evasion. That's why. Storm Herd, some more Odrix. Nostalgia got me on the Spiritmonger. It used to be just a beast. Burning Wishes. I know we don't really use the wishes in our format, but I'll be honest with you, I didn't have any. So, Rapid Growth, Chip a Thingy. That was a Mark Tadine autographed mountain. So I was like, okay. Simulacrum. Phyrexian Rebirth, Warhammer. That is from Beatdown. That's there was 2 foils in that. It was the Urnum Jin and the, I want to say, Necropotence. Was that same one? Deckmasters? No, that's Beatdown. No, this was Singular Vampire was the other one. Terastodon. Love that card. I was surprised to find any. Orin Viper. Goes to the Dam. This is the first of a couple time wipes. Deja Vu. Not a lot of people know that card exists. Bringing Sorcery back. Grafted Skullcap. Guile. Man, Figure of Destiny was a baller when it came out. Zombie Mob. Faint. Scourge of the Fleets. More of the Strixhaven. It's a white dragon in the middle of that. I just kind of like those. I've been packing the binder full because I really like those. Needle Spire, Ghost of the Damned. That's a beautiful Hymn to Turok, I might add. Hymn to Turoks are hard to find in original ones in good condition because we played the heck out of them. Shivan Hellkite, Immolation. Y'all know I use some Rampaging Bellus quite a bit. Whirlwind Denial. Imperial Plate. Ooh, sorry. Promise of Power. Man, the Windwalker. Tap to attach an equipment. It's pretty sweet. Seafloor Oracle. I haven't done a lot of Merfolk decks yet. I picked up 3 just mainly because I know I'm gonna. There's another Predator, another Tornado. Clay Statue, Holy Nimbus, Ravenous Baboons. I know what you're thinking. He picked up a... No, I picked up a full Elf Warrior token. So the other side doesn't really... Artifact Mutation. Now, I know Hull Breach is, pretty good, but for 2 mana, you pop an artifact and create a bunch of saps equal to its cost. So, I like it. Lava Flow. Artifact Possession. Wandering Mage. This was like me for a long time. I had this shirt from the Alliance's pre-release. And I wore it thin. So much it got so many holes in it. But there you go. Fairly decent condition. Felden's Cane. Tower of Fortunes. Superior Numbers Mannequin I use. It's not the prettiest Rancor, but you know what? It's an original Rancor. Tinkerer. Y'all know I'm a sucker for that art for Morrow. The Chandler. Use that. Invincible Hymn. Some more Purify. Here's one goes under the radar quite a bit. Destroy all artifacts and enchantments. Psychic Venom Unlimited. More Shattering Pulses. Sleep. Savage Conception. Yeah, I picked up full Guild Gates. Just because. Encroaching Waste. Always needing, land control. I like the Commander Legends version of Etched because every time we see it, it changes, right? But I love those. Commander Spheres and Towers, we picked up all those that we saw because I just used so many of them. Caliph, Living Hive. Yeah, Aggressive Mammoth, I know. But it's a great card. It's another Etch Commander. This Angel Fire Ignition here. Put 2 +1/+1 counters on target creature. It gains Vigilance, Trample, Lifelink, Indestructible Haste to end of turn. And it has Flashback. What? Foil. Here again, the Commander borderless stuff. I like that. Immaculate Magistrate. It's been a while since I've built an elf deck, and it's been a while since they've printed a hardcore elf commander, but I figure it's coming because they like to do it. Not that I'm complaining, but Wrath's Edge. Boy, Red got the shaft on the... No, Shivan Gorge. That was the more borderless commander stuff. Active Volcano. Dragon Thrones. More Commander Spheres. Goblin Lore. That's a pretty Ornithopter of Paradise in the old border. Here in Blade. It's another Commander Sphere. I think we probably just need to put these in the box on the other end. Where we've gone through. Puzzle Ward. I love that. Here's my thing with this particular Evolving Wilds. I think that we're going back to, what is it, Commander Legends 2 Baldur's Gate. I don't know that they're going to do the same treatment on the same cards. We may have a module border, but I bet it's going to be a different set of cards. We're not going to get Evolving Wilds again. We might get Terramorphic or whatever, but so picked up those. Agonizing Remorseful, Revitalize. This is a foil etched Ornithopter of Paradise. Let's see if we can show the difference. on camera it looks way darker. Yeah. It is different, because, you know, we got to have 42 versions of everything. See, yeah, look at that, King of the Pride. That beautiful cat deck, that's full etched. Etchings of Chosen. Command Towers there again. Wow, Thornwood Falls. There's another disc. Sign in Blood. Love that one. That's a full promo Italy. It's like, yeah, sure. Wildfire, yeah, I'm that guy. Goblin Hero. Ison Crusader. Blossoming Sounds. Underworld Connections, I like. Bonesaw is ready. This is it's a 4th edition variant. Having trouble off the top of my head. Channel, I know it's Channel. It's banned in like legit everything except for one format. It's banned in what we play. So, Forest Walk, some Felden's Canes, Death Caps. That's a Glittering Wish. It's nice. Tongarth, Divine Offering, Painful Truce. You know I use. Frontline Medic is super baller. Skycat Sovereigns, Diamond, the original Diamond. There's another Terastodon. I don't know why I'm pulling some of the. I have no clue, because I have to go through the entire box anyway and sort it all out. So, Underworld Connections, more Mystical Archives. Ooh, I put those on the wrong stack, didn't I? Burning Wishes. Yeah, I know Braze is in there. It's like not getting a rare, because there again, she's banned in a lot of stuff, but I don't know. I like it. And I didn't have one. Or the Unreal. More random unlimited commons. We're getting there. We're almost halfway through. Like I said, this is going to be a long one. I just love the borderless stuff. I do. And the Commander versions of it. Chaos Lord. Tarkas. Ingot. More Odrix. There's Artifact Possessions. Command Tower. Rats you control have Menace. And they were shiny. I got a couple of rat decks. I may keep Mass Mutiny. I need to put this in the deck that y'all have already seen, I think. Battle Master, of course, Colossification, Hushbringer. There's another disc. Gaz Will. So, you know, this is Yawgmoth's Will with Suspend. Just FYI. So I pick up all them I see mainly because I think time is going to, you know, and green can't possibly abuse it, right? Time Wipe. Upheavals are pretty good. Chance Encounter. I picked up all the Chance Encounters I saw because evidently we're going to be doing coin flipping, die roll, stuff like that. So I was like, well, I know it's fairly recent. It was just last year this was printed, but Shardless Agent's good. Solitary Confinement. There was a big chunk of MH2 there. Picked up some Matrons. Of course, you know, anything with Squirrel on it, I picked up. Eve. And then this is Replenish with Suspend. So that's a From the Vault upheaval. It's the beautiful part here is look how flat that thing is. Yeah. I didn't have a problem with From the Vault that a lot of other people did. I liked that super foiling. I did. Dreamscape Artist, y'all know I use that. More unlimited commons. I love the original art on Finhorn Elf. I do. There's another disc. Another Torbrand. Opal Palace. This is unexcusable. because that is 2020. But that's pretty well indicative of Commander Legends if you left it out, not in sleeves, because it takes multiple sleeves to keep that from happening. Painful Troll Aesthetic. I got Troll. I picked this one up because this is one of. Oh, I haven't told y'all that. This is going to be in an upcoming project. Haven't spoiled that yet, so there's about 100 of y'all out there that know Hedron Archive. Mimic Vats. I mean, it's really good. Dermoplasm. Amrokithkin. Spiny Starfish, I think, is on the list, if I'm not mistaken. Horde of Notions. That's Shaw of Nar. It's another foil. Always look for those future sight frames because they're so radically different. That was the first time that we ever had a, what does a magic card look like? That don't look like a magic card. And, you know, it kind of went out of, yeah, I know I picked up some Sis A's rings. They're probably not worth much, but Harmless Offering. Field of Ruin. Why did I get an Obelisk of Naya? I don't remember that. It may have just been a handful. Languish. The OG Predator flagship. Another Troll Shroud guy. Minion of Leshrac. See, back in the day, they made... it was one swing or the other. Either they were just... the cards were too good or just too bad. But, you know, as we were learning how to play the game, they were learning how to make the game. So, it's a beat-down Shivan Dragon. I love that art. For me, that's Shivan Dragon. No other art. Eastern and Western Paladin from Saga. It's actually in really good condition. Oh, nope, don't go there. It's a Battle Grace Angel foil. Now, Alara block foils aren't worth as much because we had that Alara block foil pack at the time. It was a 15 card pack. Still had the same makeup. 1 rare, 3 uncommons, the rest were commons. But they were, all the cards were spanned across all 3 sets. So that's why the Alara block foils aren't quite as much. But still, it's a beautiful card, and I wanted it. Fire Shrinkers, of course, pretty good. Tidal Force. I didn't have any more of that one. Oh, Earth. Of course, some, you know, random full rares. I'm gonna, yeah, those are Forest. But in my defense, they're John Avon Portal Forest. There's that Yoshin Soldier, Shift, Aurora Phoenix Plague Reaver, Prototype, Aharu, Master Yamabushi. Block of Temples here. Always helping out the cause. Because obviously I don't have a problem playing tap lands, but the Temples are way better than the Guild Gates anyway. AMU. Emberwild Caliph. Dingus Staff. I'm telling you, Dingus Staff is a overlooked card. Even in play, it's overlooked. Until you start casting board wipes, and they're like, wait a minute. I have seen more enchantment alterations with that weird printing thing up on the name. They all may be that way. Ironclaw Orc. Some more extended art stuff. Kong Ming, Abyssal Hunter. Oop, they're gonna fall. Heroes Podium, Stasis Snare, some full art rare, or extended art rares. Berserker's Fury. There's a Chandra Heart of Fire. Okay. Ancient Cravings. Thrall Wizard. Counters a black spell if the caster of that spell does not pay an additional black or 3. That's right. Repeatable counterspell-ish. It's a Sewers of Estark. Y'all may not know Sewers of Estark. It was one of the book cards. There was Arena, Sewers of Estark, Mana Crypt. Obviously, one of those was way less good than the others, so, yeah. Old book card. Adventurous Impulse, Thrill of Possibility. Lash Wrath, y'all know I love those. Vulture, Zombie, Shark, Phoenix. We got the Arami of the Dead Tide in a full edged. Eve again. Desolation Angel, man, that was a monster back in Standard. Ethereal Armors, of course, we're always gonna. I'm always gonna use those. By Force, Blinding Constrictor, Giant Strength Kukas, more Burning Rages, Circle Protection Blue and Unlimited, Magma Mine, Pearl Unicorn. I know it's not much, but it was unlimited commons. Like I said, my unlimited binder is almost empty, so I know they're commons, but Clergy of the Holy Nimbus that automatically regenerates. It regenerates unless they pay 1. Coral Atoll. Y'all know there was a deck I showed y'all here recently that didn't have them, so I was like, well, I know I need those. Descend upon the Sinful. Just board wipes, because I go through so many board wipes. So I go through so many Magic cards, to be honest with you, because, quite frankly, a ton of decks will do that. Volrath's Dungeon. I like Volrath's Dungeon, but it's kind of a sorcery in my mind, because any player can pay 5 life during their turn to destroy it. You choose and discard a card for a player to put a card from their hand on top of their library. And you do that when you're in a superior hand position so that you can make them put their entire hand back on top of their library. Not only, I think, is that a little better than discarding, but it costs them turns to draw those cards again. It's very, very cruel and disheartening. It's a Grinning Totem that was beautiful. My Grinning Totems didn't look that nice because I played them. Needle Spire, some more Chandra, Future Sight. Squirrels, Asmarando, Markadice, and the Cool's card. Chance Encounter, more elf stuff. That sweet Ruin crap. Kumbaj Witches. Now, Battle Squadron does not get a lot of love. This is a goblin. It says ship, the original printing. It's a flying goblin that has power and toughness equal number of creatures you control. That's really good. Of course, Commander Sphere. Magus of the Will, because, Will is pretty good. Now, granted, this is double. 2 to cast, or the cost to cast and the cost to tap, so you gotta wait. I mean, yeah, it's not more MH2 stuff. Because I don't really purchase a whole lot of the all reprint stuff, or mostly reprint stuff, because, Modern Horizons packs cost more because they say they cost more. It's the same anyway. But full brawling. There's a Merfolk Assassin. I didn't pick up a War Barge to go with it though. Another that's a promo F&M Spanish. Was that Blighted Finn? I think it's Blighted Finn. Cold-Eyed Selkie. It's I know Sylvan Primordial, but I couldn't help it. Deathmist Raptor. I needed that for that Death Touch deck. More MH2. Field of Ruins. Tolarian Winds. Original. Planar Outburst. There's another Cobra. Shardless Agents. There's several Shardless Agents y'all seen. I know you picked up on that. Squirrel. Ramanop. Lost Order of Jarkfell, I believe. A lot of these I'm just glossing through. Some of them are a lot of reserve list stuff, but they're stuff that's on the reserve list that has no business being on there. Just cause. I like that art for Archangel, always have. Is it a good card? Not so much. Sarah Angel is a 4/4 with that same abilities, and it costs 5 mana. So a 5/5 costs 7? I don't know. But the art is beautiful. Yoshin Soldier. A couple of Sarah Angels. 4th edition and 7th edition. Pyroclasm. Is a Root Chandler. Amount of life you gain. Kind of the exact opposite of the Rakdos, you know. Cognivore, that's right. There's your 8 mana flyer that may or may not be large. Emerald Kithkin. Forge of Heroes, it's a good card. Last round. I was out of rocket launchers because, you know, if you produce infinite mana, you need something to dump it into. Zerzoth, couldn't resist. Charbelcher, Sakashima's protege. Staff of Zegon. Grapeshot Catapult. Mox Monkey, the Gorilla Shaman. Pretty neat. Ritual Unsubdual. This is probably going to be at the heart of the next elf deck, because it's mean and elves don't care. A full Sarah Angel. How do you pass that? You know. Gonti. A couple of Gontis, I think. Lumbering Falls. Anithomancer. F&Ms. Look at these Wrathy Dragons. I mean, mine. Now, these are LP, but mine are like run over with a truck P. Fluctuator's good. Natural Resurgence. Foresight. More Legends. Wall of Shadows. Giant Slugs. Full Art Commander stuff. Death Wish. Yeah, I picked up all the wishes. I didn't have Terastodon again. I was surprised there was so many Terastodons in the box. Picked up Sinew Slivers because it seems like this is the one. I've got a whole bunch of the muscle, but not a lot of sinew, so pick those up. Divine Offering. Diabolic Machines. Hollow Trees. Now these the storage lands from Fallen Empires, I was getting pretty low on them. Out of most of them, more board wipes. Calm Storms, of course, good. There's another Deja Vu. Bosch. Bosch I got because it was the plain chase version, and I don't think I've used that one yet. Tempt with Glory. Earthbind. Now this Earthbind is revised. Let's see if we can find a red. There's an Ironclaw Orcs for the comparison here. We're going to get close, so I'm going to... Alright. I'm sure you can see the difference from that close. The Unlimited is on top, and the Revised is on bottom. The colors are a little washed out in Revised. And you can see the border around the edge there. That's the bevel, and you can see it's not really present in Revised. There again, with the name on Unlimited, the copyright is centered, and down here it's like it sits on the bottom. Major differences in... I go through that because I get a whole lot of those questions, because a lot of... I mean, it's hard to notice. But the big thing is the font. And the wording is a little wonky. They hadn't quite got their template. Now, not that they had it all figured out and revised, but 8th edition Saris. Original Impulses. Original Impulses are funny because it says, I'm not sure if y'all are familiar with this. Now, every one of them is this way. They're all misprinted. Look at the top 4 cards of your library, put one of them in your hand and the rest on the bottom of your library, and then shuffle. What does it matter where I put them if I'm shuffling? So it was just one of those things that they did, and all successive printings of it they'll put on the bottom is not on there. It's just funny to me. Ingots, Dingus Egg, probably for that red LD deck that, I don't know, we'll find a commander eventually. Terra, Forest Dungeon, Shard the Sage in a Braid, Venerean Gold, of course, the Blessed Spirits. I got a feeling we're about to hit some enchantments. Sheltering Prayers. There's a festival. And a Pharaoh's Band. Creatures cost additional 2 to cast for 6 mana. Welcome to Homelands, folks. Atomic. Breath of Life, starter stuff. Doomwake Giant, I like that Winter's Grasp. Firebound Research. Natural Obsolescence is really good because it doesn't destroy, it just puts it on the bottom of the library, so don't care about that indestructible stuff. Pearl Dragon. Deep Spawn. Lost Order of Sharkfell. And that's it. Like I said, I quite a bit of the older stuff. That's Legends, Antiquities, and that's the unlimited commons. It's bulk commons, but still. But that's what I have got for today. I do appreciate y'all watching. I got to go sort this stuff out now and put it in the appropriate binders. So, thank y'all so much, and we will catch y'all tomorrow.